Okay, we're recording. All right, here we go. I'm going to put it on speaker view for our friends. Spotlight myself. Am I doing this right? Yes. Okay, I think we did it. All right. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm going to be your guide for our little, or I don't know, your companion as we plan for December. I would love to start if people just want to share in the chat 3 words that describe November. Uh, Whatever words you want to choose. I think mine is full, celebratory, and a little anxious. Not so bad. All right, Aaron. Transition slow, getting there. Awesome. I love getting there as one word. Full, crazy, ended well. Great. Celebration, transformational, full. Yes. Hannah, met big goal. Amazing. Busy, hopeful, full. Oh, these are great. Outside comfort zone, not enough fun. That is a clear thing you can bring into December, Kate. I love that. It's a clear note. Pie, family, work, life. Yes. These are great. Progress, transformational, family, frustrating, serenity, busy. I love the roller coaster of a month, that it can include everything from serenity to frustration, the things we can hold in 30 days. Okay, so um, we are here, our Caveday hypothesis is that part of one of the ways to improve our relationship with our work is to improve our relationship with time in general and planning. And that a lot of that comes from looking at what is both working as we then plan ahead. So we will begin by looking at November. I'm going to drop a link to our sheet again. It's caveday.org/month for those who are watching the recording. Make a copy of it. But we're going to begin with a 10-minute sprint. And it's just for you to look at what was working in November, what was challenging, what's been left kind of unfinished, so that we can then take that into December as we sort of reorient ourselves in the month ahead. So I'm going to set a timer for us. You've got 10 minutes. And then on the other side, we'll just sort of check in with some breakout rooms about what was working and what wasn't. So yeah, here we go. Let's do a tiny thunderclap to enter our calendars, enter this little reflective period. So I'll count us down. 3, 2, 1. You are now in a tiny cave. I'll see you in 10 minutes. All right. That marks the end of our 10 minutes of reflection. So now we're going to sort of take what we learned from looking at that and answering those questions, and we're going to do breakout rooms. And the prompt is just what stands out to you from your November. And it could be something that's working, something that's challenging, just however you want to answer that. You will have a minute to share. And it's just a way to sort of bring some language to what you're noticing, maybe get some feedback from your fellow dwellers, just sort of hear how everyone is feeling. Yeah, I just feel like often we can feel alone in some of our overwhelm or in our wins. And it's nice to hear that a lot of this is pretty universal and just human. So I'm going to send us to breakout rooms. If you're watching the recording of this, I'm going to pause it, but just go ahead and take a bit of time to do some journaling on what stands out for you from November. All right. Welcome back, everyone. If anyone wants to share, see if I enable it so you guys can, yes, you can unmute yourself if you want, but you can also share in the chat. Anything you noticed, anything that stood out to you, anything you heard reiterated in sharing with your own group. This is just a little time and space for that. I can share a thing I noticed. In looking at my month, I noticed how much got done, and then also noticed how much time I spend worrying. And I heard in a podcast recently, someone suggested scheduling time for worrying, like putting 20 minutes on your calendar a day where you're going to let yourself just worry. And then if you worry outside of that time, being like, no, we'll get to that later. So I actually think I'm going to try that for December, like try to keep a worry date with myself and just contain it to that period and see how that goes. The power of small, consistent things. Yes, Tina, absolutely. We are all dealing with a lot, both personally and professionally. And it's been a wonderful reminder, to have compassion for everyone. I really feel that, Gia. Absolutely. It's a lot all at once. I feel like a lot of people had a tough November. Yeah. Oh, great. Twana said an awesome breakout session. Kind of noticed the high ratings in relationships resulted in lower ratings in health. It is very hard to make those things directly proportional in the holidays. But yeah, I get that. I feel that. I feel like the more fun I'm having, it's like, am I drinking enough water? Give those emotions. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Danette. Yeah, the idea of like, everything is hard and really intense right now. And can we give ourselves like containers to feel whatever those big feelings are so that they don't just sort of like caves? Can you give your worry a cave? Can you give your dread a cave so it doesn't just seep into everything? I don't know. It's something I'm going to play with. We'll be back in January. I'll let you know how it went, but it's an interesting idea. But I really appreciate that. Yeah, this is like a big, joyful, full season. And also a lot of people are up against some pretty tough things. So with all of that in mind, it's time to plan December. Knowing that it's a busy, full holiday season, it's the end of the year. So be kind. I think kind and ambitious, if that's possible. Thread that needle. Yeah, awesome. Action towards self-growth. That's awesome. Yeah, boxing club, joining Caveday. I love that. Yeah, I really think the power of these consistent little things is so impressive. So yeah, something to think about as we move into December. But we're going to spend 25 minutes. I will again put up a timer for us. And you will notice that the items that you put as open loops and anything you put in your action list will all get put to a second tab in your worksheet. And basically, it's just a way for us to help you sort of gather all of the tasks. You could then schedule caves based on those tasks. You could move them to whatever you use to then schedule your time. But just it's a way to help you sort of then see like what's the list you're carrying into the month with you and what you're prioritizing that really matters, both from things that are undone from November and what you want to get done in December. So chat is alive. I'll drop the worksheet link. Oh, thank you, Emily. Thanks. All right. So let's dive in. I'm going to set a timer for us. A luxurious 25 minutes. Let's do a high five. to enter this planning part. So if you want to put your hand up, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You are now in your planning cave. So take a couple beats to finish whatever you're writing, find a stopping place. And I know so a lot of times this is not enough time. It's really just to like help you get started. So feel free to come back to the worksheet. And especially when you sort of identify, I think especially this month in particular, sort of like what are those 3 things that you'd really love to get done? That last question about enough. Um, Make sure if you can then maybe time block either in caves or on your calendar, ways to get those things done, especially with all of the influx of like social time and holidays that are coming towards us, really making sure you have a clear way to get that enough under your belt by the end of the month. So on that note, we're going to do breakouts for the last time, and share your mantra for December, an intention you're setting, either, both. But it's just another chance for us to connect with each other and sort of talk about what we are building with the month ahead. So share either a mantra or an intention, and we'll go reverse alphabetical this time. So let me give you breakout rooms. Let's go back to our old rooms. We can check in with our friends again, kind of bookend it with the same people we started. So here we go. Welcome back. Welcome back. I really appreciate Hannah mentioned hers being just going to hang in there. My mantra is steady progress. And I think especially in these busy seasons, just maintaining whatever habits you've managed to build or that you're holding on to right now, if you keep doing those, like that is a huge win, in with all of this whirling around. So I think steady progress, small consistent actions. And I love the idea of, booking time both for gratitude and for worrying in your calendar, giving them both specific places, one for gratitude to thrive and one to just contain sort of the dread and worry that a lot of us are feeling right now. Yeah, if anyone wants to share in the chat their mantra, what their intention, anything they heard, or come off mute, both are an option for the next couple minutes, and then we'll close our session together. Our group had a lot of just do the thing. Yeah, don't think too much or add too much. Yes, Tina, I need more of that. If it's not on my calendar, it's not a priority. Yeah, that's awesome. A tiny bit is progress. Yes, these are great. A tiny bite, not a bit, I guess a bit as well. Do it before, get motivated. Yeah, the idea of you don't even need to be motivated. Just sit down, jump in, see what happens. Big energy. Yes. Managing my energy over time. Absolutely. Staying on top of health, sleep, and good habits. So hard this time of year. These are great. Thank you so much for sharing and for being here and being part of this little corner of our Caveday community. I wish you the best December. May it be big and full, and may you do the consistent little things that really matter to you. And we'll see you at the end of December for January as we launch into a new year. That's it. We're done. So let's close this out with a high five. Pick a friend on the screen. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you soon.